Welcome back. It's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure review. Today, we are going to hop into the time machine and travel back a whole 12 years to the year 2011 as we look at this from Mattel. In their Movie Masters line, we have Bane from the Dark Knight collection of action figures. All right, so this is the Bane, played by actor Tom Hardy in the Christopher Nolan films. This was Dark Knight Rises, I think. This is a great looking action figure, and the reason why we're looking at it today is because McFarlane recently revealed all the action figures in the upcoming Dark Knight collection that's under their DC Multiverse line. McFarlane's releasing the Christian Bale Batman. They're doing Two-Face, Scarecrow. What was the other one? God, it escapes me right now. I can't think. And the Build-A-Figure is Bane. So, yeah. Oh, there's the Joker. God, I lost my mind for a second. Yeah, so there's the Christian Bale Batman. There's Two-Face, Scarecrow, the Heath Ledger Joker. And then if you get all of those figures, each figure comes with a piece, and you get to build up the Tom Hardy Bane. I think the McFarlane version of Bane is Bane without the coat, I think. But, for today we're looking at Bane with the coat. So this Mattel action figure was from their Movie Masters line. Their Movie Masters line was kind of like an offshoot of their DC Classics, DC Universe line of action figures. Movie Masters, much like DC Classics, was a 6-inch scale action figure. But they felt a little bit more premium. Movie Masters had a much more vibrant, richer color palette. They're portrayed more realistically. The sculpting was a lot higher. The paint application was a lot better. The articulation wasn't the greatest, but during this time period, it kind of was enough. Kind of sufficed. For example, like the head here, it rotates but doesn't go up or down. The arms, move, but there's no bicep cut and there's no elbow swivel. So, it's extremely limited in what it could do. There's articulated wrists. This guy had an ab crunch right there. But the difficult thing with this figure is that just trying to getting him to stand up straight, up and down, because of the curvature of the coat, he always wanted to kind of like hunch over, and it didn't help that his head was constantly just looking down. You couldn't tilt his head back at all, so this guy was always kind of like in a state of just being hunched over. It was kind of awkward, and if you try to position him correctly, sometimes it looked like he's kind of like thrusting his pelvis forward. He has a waist swivel up there. His legs moved, and then he had that T-bar hip joint, so it'd go outward. Single pinned knee, and it's a really large pin cut above the knee for swivel, and articulated ankles. But despite the limited articulation, as you can see, the paint application was really well done. There's some weathering here and some dry brushing to really bring out the details, especially on the interior of the coat. And then on the body armor, there's some dry brushing to bring out some of the detailing and the edges and the ridges along the harnesses and body plates. Likewise, on the face mask, there's some silver highlighting and dry brushing around the rebreather. It's a beautiful figure, really well detailed. Nice fake leather finish on the coats. And I remember just being so enamored with the Dark Knight Movie Masters figures. They were really something special. The one downside with this Bane figure, though, is that I always felt he was a little bit short. He should have been, I kind of felt, slightly bigger than the other figures. And he was, but I just kind of felt like he, could have been a lot bigger. This one stands in at 6 1/4. Here's a size comparison with some other DC-related figures. The Diamond selects Alfred, the Sean Pertwee figure. This is, I think, what scale is this? One 1/10 scale, I think. 7-inch scale figure. And here's a McFarlane designed Batman. This is one of the older McFarlane figures from the Multiverse line, and he completely just towers over Bane. So I am looking forward to the McFarlane figure a lot. I'm kind of curious, though, how well the paint job's going to be, because even though this is a much older figure, I kind of feel like this paint job is just stellar. It just looks amazing. With some of the McFarlane figures, some figures lack a lot of paint, and they kind of make up for it in terms of the color of the plastic. But then there's other figures, much like the Jason Momoa Aquaman. If you've seen that figure, the head sculpt is garbage. Looks nothing like actor Jason Momoa, but the body is just, the amount of detail they put into the paint work is just amazing. It's like on a completely different level than the other McFarlane Multiverse figures. And I'm kind of hoping that's going to be the case with this guy too. I'm kind of hoping that with all this crazy detail on Bane's costume that, they really bring it to life, with the addition of more paint. But, only time will tell. I'm fingers crossed. I am looking forward to the figure a lot. And I hope that to give us 2 versions of Bane in the McFarlane line. I'm really hoping that to give us, Bane with the coat and also Bane without the coat. Personally, I do like Bane better with the coat. I think it creates for a much more unique, memorable character. He's more than just a muscle head, in the live action film. And this coat just, I don't know, it just added so much to his personality. All right, with that being said, let's wrap this one up. Great figure overall. If you can find it for a decent price on the secondary market, pull the trigger on it. You won't regret it. All right, so once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. All right, later.